Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We got a female Baltimore teacher arguing with a male student. She throws up the Hail Mary of male insults. She told him, "Suck my dick." Right or wrong? Was she right or was she wrong? Give me a thumbs up if you think she was right. Thumbs down if you say she did wrong. I'll give you a few minutes. Okay, time's up. Listen, fam, I get it. Kids today are becoming increasingly disrespectful. Got it. Teachers can only take so much. I mean, these kids walk into the classroom, do what they want to do, say what they want to say, without any fear of retribution. And the teachers are supposed to just deal with it. Teachers are humans too. They're people too. I get it. I really do. And I know many of you will say, well, Willie D, man, I know what you're about to say, and that's easier said than done. However, let me break it down to you, family. Maintaining professionalism is crucial, even in challenging environments. It is absolutely mandatory that a teacher does not lose his or her cool in order to maintain respect and not undermine their authority. See, I know some of y'all saying, well, I would have done the same thing. That's exactly why you should not be a teacher. You know what you're getting into before you go into it. So you know that there's a chance that something like this could happen. You have to already have a game plan to win. Cussing a student out, telling them to suck your dick is not a win. That is not a winnable game plan. You have to always think, play to stay. That's play to stay alive, play to stay free, right? Play to stay. Also, when you're in a work environment, when you're dealing with things that's involving your livelihood, you got to play to stay employed. You got to make sure you don't let nobody mess up your bag, including your emotions. You cannot allow your emotions to mess up your bag. There are a lot of poorly raised children out there. It absolutely starts at home. If the student is trash, more than likely the mom and the daddy is going to be trash. If you encounter a horrible student, a horrible kid, all you got to do is knock on the door and see who answers. That'll tell you everything you need to know. But I will tell you again, fam, students are not held to the same standard as teachers. You expect some of these students, depending on what school you are teaching at, what school district you're in, to behave a certain way. You expect some of them to behave like uncivilized mutts. This is what you sign up for. So you can't get in there and then when you experience that type of behavior, all of a sudden you snap. Just like when you go and work at a hospital, some of you guys out there are nurses, in your profession, you deal with uncivilized mutts from time to time. You already know what you're signing up for. You know Miss Johnson is a damn fool. She don't like nobody touching her. She's very demanding. She hit the call button every 2 minutes. And she's ungrateful. She's always trying to get up and get out the bed, walk around, cussing everybody out. That's what you sign up for. If you go in there and try to give Miss Johnson the same dose of medicine that she gave you, it ain't gonna work out well. It's not gonna work out well for you. because you got a whole lot more to lose. That youngster that acts a damn fool in the classroom, he'll just go to detention, maybe get suspended for a few days, but you may be suspended for life. You may lose your teacher's license. So all of that work that you did goes down the drain because you lost control of your emotions. You allowed a moment to derail your movement. Not smart at all. I get it, fam. It's easier said than done. I got it. I promise you I got it. I've been in some of those situations myself where I had to let it slide. I had to let certain things slide because it just was not worth it overall, right? The little youngster is a crash dummy. He told the teacher that her P-U-S-S-Y, something about, he was using that type of language, toward the teacher, saying that she was old and calling her the B word and all kinds of things. And the teacher just sounded very much like, if you didn't know she was a teacher, she sounded very much like a kid. Yo mama, yeah, your mama. I know some of y'all probably sound the same way, but it's very immature. See, a long time ago, when me and my son bumped heads, the first and last time we bumped heads, as he was becoming a young man. He was 14 years old. And I simply told him, we have a father-son relationship. If I start acting like the son, it ain't gonna work. If you start acting like the father, it's not gonna work. So I told him a few other things, and then we concluded with him with a really, really quick quiz. Who am I? The father. Who are you? The son. Don't you ever forget it. And this is how it should be with teachers. Teachers have a teacher-student relationship when they're on the job. If the teacher starts acting like the student and the student starts acting like the teacher, it ain't gonna work. Everybody gotta play their role. And even if one person is not playing their role, in this case, if the student is not playing their role and not staying in their lane, as a teacher, you can never afford to get out of your lane because you have a lot more to lose. The student can just get suspended, go to detention or whatever, but you can lose your entire career. And you can end up in prison because some of these kids, when you start stooping to their level, you start playing the game, calling names and your mama this and suck my this and all that type of stuff, some of them will take off on you. They'll swing. Now, you ain't got no choice but to swing back. And you going to jail. Ain't no two ways about it. You are going to jail. Now you got to spend money on lawyers. Now you got to spend money on possibly going to trial. You're taking money out the pot that you did not have to if you could have controlled your emotions. See, that's the win. That's what a W is. The W ain't giving a person a piece of your mind. The W is setting an objective and making sure that your actions is consistent with the outcome that you want. I'm sure when she went to school to become an educator, the outcome wasn't, let me get fired for arguing with a student or getting into a fight with a student. I'm sure that was not her objective. But anyway, fam, that's all I got. What say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.